If you ask most people to describe a leader, they immediately start thinking of a person with a very strong personality, an overt personality, a person with some tremendous amount of skills and capabilities, and you think of a leader in terms of a Superman. Then I give this exercise to people in the class, asking them to describe a person who has had a positive influence on their lives and whom they followed and obeyed. And write down what are the characteristics of that person. Now this is an exercise which you could also probably do, and it would be interesting for you to pause the video here and to do that exercise. You will find that most people, they list things like he trusted in me, he believed in me, he listened to me, he heard me, and he had an interest in me. So you find that effective leadership that is remembered, is not about your overt personality or your strong knowledge or things like that. It is about showing concern for people. So it is about your character. What is the kind of person that you are, rather than the kind of things which you do. So this is an interesting perception, because if leadership is not equated or not correlated with IQ, then anyone can be a leader. There is absolutely no restrictions on anyone being a leader. It just depends upon people learning to trust him. And people trust you when you are committed to them, when you are interested in them, and when you are trying to help them. You find that they start responding to you. Whereas Jesus said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if I want people to accept me and to trust me, I need to trust them first. And when I trust them, you will find that they start trusting me, and you will find that your influence and leadership over them starts developing because of the trust, relationship of trust which you have built up. So each person has got some area of skills. So when people trust you, they trust your character primarily, but they also trust you for the knowledge which you have. And so I can give leadership in my area of expertise. So leadership is about my character in using the skills which I have for the benefit of people rather than for benefit of myself. Okay, so that means anyone can be a leader in his area of expertise. So I use this illustration that today with both husband and wife working, chances are the wives don't get too much of time to clean the house, and they have a maid to do that. So the person who knows what are the needs for cleaning the house is probably more likely to be the maid than even the housewife. And so the maid is the one who will give leadership in what kind of broom to buy, what are the cleaning aids to buy, what are the things to be bought, because they are the ones who are using it and they are the ones who know it. But only if you trust the maid will you be willing to let her give leadership. See, one of the tragedies you see in today's world, there are people with knowledge, very good knowledge. Nobody listens to them. They will tell things, but people will say he's got a motive behind it. Matlab bhi hai. He's trying to get something for himself. So because people doubt his motives, his leadership falls apart. So however much knowledge you may have, you need to remember, without the character where people can trust you, your knowledge becomes useless. And I know a lot of people complain to me that my boss doesn't listen to me, my people don't listen to me, and wherever you're working, people don't listen to you. I tell them, listen, don't blame them for not listening to you. They don't listen to you because they don't see a trustworthy character in you. And you can only get leadership and influence when you have a trustworthy character which people can trust.